Okay, so Mozilla FX. If you can hear me now, let me look at the comment section now before we get started. The comments is open now. Okay, I want to see if you can hear me before we get started. I'm trying to view charts. Okay, let me share the link to the group. The link. Let me share the link to the group first. Because some of you are saying that you didn't get the notification. So let me post the link on the group. Okay. The live link. Okay. I just posted the link on the group now. Yeah, but I don't know why my comment is not showing. When I end the live, I will see comments, but when I'm on the live, I'm not seeing comments. Wait, let me. Let me. Do I need to turn up? Wait. Somebody just dropped me saying, "Go, let me check if you're hearing me now." Okay. I just got a message from the group now that they can hear me. Okay. I'm seeing comments now. Okay, all clear. Oh, all right. Good. So we can now move on now. I don't need introduction. Some of those of you that are following me already, I don't need introduction. But for those of you who are coming across this video for the first time, this live, this is Mandela FX Academy, ICT initiated. I am the Eagle Eye. If you are watching me for the first time, some of the things that I'll be discussing in this video might sound so strange to you, but if you're an ICT trader, you are a smart money trader, you will get to understand me, everything that I want to discuss in this live. Basically, my students who have been following me, they will understand me very perfect in anything that I'm going to discuss in this live. And those of them that are coming in newly, that cannot understand everything that I'm going to discuss in this video, all you need to do is, if you are interested in anything that I will be discussing in the video, you pay attention for my next post, you follow up. That is all I can advise you to do. So my students, anything that I'm doing on this platform is basically for them. Even if it is one person, if it is two person, that I'm able to pass what I want to pass. But anytime I come on to YouTube, if I come to do anything, you should understand that it is because of you that is following me, copying my trade. We are trying to see how we can make things done through trading. So anytime I come on YouTube, you are the one I'm coming for. If you are a new person, if you want to take part in that, then you follow for more. So without wasting much of our time, this is the month of, I will share my screen with you very soon. But before I go into that, I want to break down what I'm going to be discussing in this live before I start sharing my screen with you people. So the number one thing is, we're going to do the end of May review. That is all the things that we have done from May, right from the beginning of May till the end of it. Today is 31st of May. So I'm going to touch few things. Like, I've been giving you some review, but not much because of my exam. I've been busy up and down. So I've not really been giving you people review. So all the thing we did for the month of May, I will touch them. Some analysis I sent to the group, some trade we took, I'll touch some. Then the second thing, we will move to okay, somebody, okay, all clear. All right. We will move to top-down analysis for the month of June. My master student, when I say top-down analysis, if you're an ICT trader, if you're a smart money trader, you will understand what top-down analysis is. In this top-down analysis, I am going to tell you people what we are going to do throughout the month of June. We are entering June tomorrow. So that is number 2 thing. Then the number 3rd thing, there are just 3 things that we're going to do in this life. The number 3rd thing is, by the end of the video, there is something that I'm going to give. So that thing, we determine the people that are going to trade with me from now henceforth. Like I told all of you that I am going to implement so many things to my trading. I said it because what I want to do, I'm doing copy trade with people. And you see, when you are doing copy trading for people, the mindset is different when you are trading alone. Like you are trading, some of my students who have been trading with me since last year, they know how I was doing it last year. I was not doing copy trading last year. I was just doing it privately on a DM. But now you are on the group, we are doing together. By the end of the video, I'm going to be discussing some things that will get us in line, because this is 5th month of the year, January to May. Now we have spent 5 months in the year. So the half of the year that we're going to begin now, new things, new mindsets, new strategies. So by the end of the video, the number 3 thing is what I'm going to tell you people to do. So all of you must pass that before. I took a trade on Friday. I did not send it to the group. It is because of some of the things that I'm going to discuss at the end of the video. That's why I did not send that trade to the group. It was a good trade. So then when you people pass that phase, that number 3 now, stay to the end, that number 3, when you pass that phase, then you will see how our trading is going to go throughout the month of June. So I am going to show you what we're going to do. First now, let me share my screen with you people. Let's now go. There, it is going to be an interesting journey, this particular live today. All of you are going to classify this as one of the best lecture that I've ever done with you people. Even my master student will classify this as such, because the things that I'm going to do with you in this particular live are things that I've never done publicly. And the moment I show you this thing today, that is going to be a weekly routine, and you'll be taking this thing 1 per week, 1 per week. You are going to be taking money from that child 1 per week, 1 per week. When you make this your weekly routine, like I told you people, I'm going to send only 1 setup to the group now. I'm not going to be sending more than 1 in a week. I'll focus, give you 1, bing. Then the rest of them, if you're my master student, if I am trading, my master student know what I'm likely to do. Even though if I don't send a trade to them, the moment I inform them that I'm in a trade, they already know that, okay, this is why Mandela is there. So that is what I want to make all of you an independent trader, where you are my soldier in the game. I don't want all of you to see me like your Messiah again. Okay, somebody else. Okay, I don't want all of you to see me like your Messiah again. I want to see all of you like my soulmate in the game. So the power is given to you. A minute. Okay, the power is given to you. So anything that we're going to do, that's how we'll be pushing it up, pushing it up, pushing it up. This May is over. Then June, we are going into June now. Tomorrow, I was say something with one of you that I'm going to sleep on that chart today into tomorrow. So as I'm going to sleep on it, You now, what make me sleep on the chart sometimes is what I want to show you people today. Sometimes I don't go there at night. And sometimes people see me, I go there at night. So the reason why sometimes I go at night, sometimes I don't go at night, all of these things, once I give you today, you go home, package them on your charts. Before I come to trade, you already know what I'm going to do. So let's go real quick to the charts now. I want to share my screen now. Okay, let me share my screen. This window. Okay, let me share the entire screen. Allow system module click no. Okay, can you see? I think you all can see my screen now. This is a GBPUSD right here. You can see GU, you can see EU, you can see DXY. So first of all, what we're going to do is, I sent a trade to the group. At the end of every month, this is what I used to do before I come to trade in the next month. I used to do all these things that I want to share with you in this video. So pay attention now. First of all, let's go to a daily chart because I sent a trade to the group. This is a daily chart on GU. I'm starting from GU because I dropped a seasonal tendency for me. I talked about it on on GU. So now this is DXY. Let's go to a daily chart on DXY. This is the daily chart on DXY. If you check what has happened here, what we're going to do here is we're going to pick anything that I'm doing in this live now. You look at it too. Any of you watching me, this is how you learn. I don't need to give you a special lecture. So any tool you see me, I pick. As you are watching me, when you are done, you do the same thing. When you pick this horizontal, this is vertical line right here. You pick the vertical line. Then you go and locate 1st of May. 1st of May. Okay, you can see 1st of May was Friday. All right. Put it there. Then you go to EU because I'm doing this thing for the 3 pairs. But where I'm going to focus more is on GU. I'm going to focus more on GU on this video, this particular live. I'm going to focus more on GU. So you pick it again, the vertical line. When you pick that vertical line, put it on the 1st of May. This is it on GU, 1st of May, right here. On EU, I mean, then on GU, 1st of May, put it here. Now, there is a chart there that let me first of all go down to a 1 hour chart. There's a chart there that I want to show you people. That trade we took on on Wednesday. This is the setup. I already sent it to the group. Look at it here. This one right here. I am going to talk about it by the time we get there. So right now, it is still on my chart here. You can see this is the setup right here that I sent to the group. I am going to talk about it. So, but for now, I want to delete this whole thing now because everything I want to do, you can see my chart is neat. I don't want a lot of things on my chart to distract people. So you only pay attention to the things that I put up, then transpose those things to your own charts. Then this one we go. Let me delete this. But I will take your mind back to the chart when we get there. So let's go to the daily charts back. This is the daily chart now for the month of May, right? So now, when I sent, there was a chart I sent to the group. That was my first analysis for the month of May. I did that analysis towards the end of April. Then how did it play? Now, I want to show you people how it played, because I was not doing review with all of you. Then this same thing, we are going to see how it will repeat in June, or it will not repeat in June. I always say it, consistency is the game. A lot of things that I'm going to discuss today will make you understand that this game, it is not a get rich quick scheme, but a steady game that will change things with time. So time is what it is. Now, let's go straight to these charts. I hope you all remember this analysis right here, because you need to review these things before you get into new months. This is the experience I'm sharing with all of you now. So as you are here following me, everything I'm doing here, that is what you'll be doing every month ending as a trader. I am speaking from smart money concepts. So, and every week, what I am doing here today is what we're going to be doing every week before you start your new week. So this is the first step. We start from the first of the month down to the end of the month. So as I'm taking it, you will see how I'm going to be dropping it down. So now, you see this analysis right here that I have. All these things you see right here. Look at this low right here. This is a 4-hour chart. Now I'm going to go to the forex chart and bring this chart back to a 4-hour now, so that you see everything there. You can see there right here. Now this low right here you are seeing here that I have TP3, which is 200 pips. This is what I was expecting my setup for the month of May. Why I talked about seasonal tendency. I'm on a daily chart back now. My targets all for the May, this is what they have done from the month of May. On a 4-hour chart, you can see it. I was targeting this low, and this low. All this place that these two lines that I put up here for the May. And look at what happened. We took that trade. People saw how we played it. Everything played out. I moved the first day it dropped from here. I moved about 80 pips. I secured 60 something pips. Then it was the other day. The market now dropped back into next week before they drop it. But it happened. How many pips is that? When you check it all in line with this setup, I told these people, all of you, send this setup to the group. The main reason why I'm going back to this chart is because this thing will repeat again, and I will remind you. Now I'm glad that it's recorded on my YouTube channel. It's going to be here. I will still refer back to it, and I will tell you how it happened. We're not able to make this money. Look, this setup right here, I frame it, but I could not trade it full time to the end based on how the market delivered. And this is how this thing happened, where you will see that when you see a setup, market is not going to run straight to that direction. So the pattern it delivered, the manner it delivered, repeat again and again and again. The way it delivered this year, this is not how it delivered last year. But I did it last year. It's on record. My master student, I recorded everything. Is in the lecture for them. Those of them who have my master content is in the lecture. Then this thing If not for the sake of time, I will take you back last year, and this is your own assignment. Now go back to last year, May 2025, and you see how price deliver. Was it bearish? Was it bullish? When you get to that level, I'm going to teach you a lot of things where you understand seasonal tendency and how to do the analysis. So now look at how this chart delivered. Last year, the market did not deliver like this. Last year, it delivered straight. All this up background here, this retracement, this one, this one, this one, this one, it was too much. And this is where we were taking some losses when market is consolidated, because I was not expecting all these things. Then look, after all, they now drop the market, boom. Look at what happened from there. It was on Monday, they started it. Then they swept this low, everything. This is how they made delivered. Now, if you come back to this level here, this chart, all these things that I have here, the PDRs, those of you who understand my PDRs, you know what and what I use to trade. When I take a trade, you know. Look at all these things that I mark right here. There are a lot of things there that if I want to talk about each of them, it's going to take a whole lot of time. But I don't really need to put all these things up for me to trade. If I'm trading alone, I can trade naked on this chart. The moment I have this level in my mind that, okay, this is the level the price is, and I know what that level is. So my concept, I will trade it, look clean like this. So I want to delete this part now, this part right here. I want to delete this part. Let me, then this, let's go back to a daily chart. One real quick that I want to share with you people before we proceed to the next thing, because the month of May review, I cannot break it down from 15 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 hour. If I want to do that all in this live, it's going to be a very long live. But I am going to share with you how you will read the tape down with what I want to mark on a daily chart. Just mark those two things on a daily chart. Then you will now go and read the tape down on your own with the concept that I've given you. There is one of my video on YouTube called Smart Money Concept Trading Bible. I'll be referring to it a lot in this live because everything that I'm discussing here, any of you who have watched that video, you have no excuse not to understand what I'm saying in this video, in this live. So, first of all, what was the narrative behind that month of May that I said, okay, I was looking for this setup right here, when price was here? What is the narrative that's okay, this thing will come and take this low? What was the narrative? Now, I had just few things in price and a lot of things in price at the same time. Why few things and why a lot of things? The reason is because it is few things I need to pay attention to when I'm trading. But there are a lot of things there that I am seeing that I'm not paying attention to, but I have them in my mind that, okay, these things are there too. That's why you see sometimes my chart is very dirty. Sometimes it's clean. So let's go straight to the level where I put this level. Look at this. This is the daily fair value gap right there. Now, this is how you learn. Anything that I'm marking in this video, you need to mark it on your charts. Because I'm doing this live. That's why I said I will be doing live. So that anything that I'm doing, wherever you are from the world, you will know that this is not fabricated. This is not a recorded video. It is live. Anybody who is watching me right now, you have access to TradingView. Look, this is TradingView, tradingview.com. Then I'm analyzing GBPUSD and DXY and EURUSD. These are the pairs that I trade a lot. So now look, this is the daily fair value gap. Then I have it as a premium. I talked about premium and discount in that lecture, Smart Money Concept Trading Bible. You need to understand when price is high. That's when you set something. When price is down, you buy. Premium and discount, I talk about that in that lecture. Then I define this as my premium for the month of May. That okay, May, I have everything in my mind that seasonal tendency is in play. I have already seen all the footprints. So what is my premium level? I define my premium. So any day you are going to trade, any month, anything you're going to do, you must have premium and discount. Anytime you approach that chart, if you cannot define your premium and discount, don't do anything. And how do you define premium and discount? You come to a daily chart. I say it in that lecture that we are going to focus on higher time frame PDRA. That's Smart Money Concept Trading Bible, the lecture on YouTube there. I said it that we're going to focus on higher time frame PDRA. What's a higher time frame? I talked about higher time frame. You know that. So now I find my higher time frame PDRA on the daily charts. This is it right there, a premium. Then I'll now look for a discount. Now, look, this is a discount fair value gap right there. You can see it. So this is what I do. I used to change the color. I change the color. Because anything premium, I like to put it like red, or there, if it is discounts, I like to put green, or any color that is not red, that is not related to red or yellow. That's how I put it. So the color, I just put it like that. So for that month of May, pay attention. I am breaking down this setup because after this live, all of you will be framing setup like this and be sending to me every week. I want to see it. You frame it. You trade it. If those of you trading on your demo account that you are practicing, frame it, trade it on your demo account, document it. So I now define my discount. These were the things I was doing when price. Okay, let me just do it like this. So that's okay. Look, you can see now. Look at the way I put my chart. Let me make it big so that this thing will be very, 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 very good. Okay, you can see now. On this candle right here formed on the 30th of April. Look now, I hope you all can see it clearly now. I think the chart is big enough now. I want to make it big so that you can see it clearly. Okay. So now you can see this fair value gap. I already have it there. So let me. Okay, it's clear. Now, I hope you are following. Let me check. Okay. Now, if you come to this level, you will now see that on the 31st, not 31st, on the 30th of April, this all kind of formed. It was on Thursday. I'm quoting you back with date. So as I'm saying this thing, this is how you read price action. You are reading price action with time and date. So on the 31st of April, this was where price was trading. Then I was expecting a seasonal tendency for me to be bearish on GBPUSD. Then when price traded into this level towards the end of midpoint of April, this is for the 16th. The first day price traded into this level, it was doing a lot of things. Look, there was a liquidity grab there. It swept that high. Let's say previous week high. Let me just put it like this. That high right there. When price swept it into this level, I was watching. Then price started dropping from there. Then in April, it went back to come and take this high in form of SMT. My students know what SMT is, smart money technique. So that is not a lecture for smart money technique, but SMT took place. Immediately that SMT took place on the 30th of April, nigga said price is going to run from that level into this level. Premium and discount. Premium and discount. So what happened there? They have sold the market, and when they sold, it must come to discount. So the discount level, the price range from that level to this level was 200 something pips. You can see there, 222 pips. So this is a premium, this is a discount. That was my setup behind this setup you see right here. Now, when I saw that, okay, and now what do I do next? I have to drop price to a 4-hour chart so that I will look how it's going to deliver, how it's going to play out. So now, this is the daily chart now. Let's see how it happened. See it. Look at how it was forming till it dropped back to the discounts. 200 something pips. Then how did it happen? The rule is, with what I have seen here, with what I have seen, all the SNT that I have seen here, they were not supposed to come back to take this high. Look at this setup here. The end of this red shaded place right here. Look at this high. This high right here. Market was not supposed to take this high before it come to take this low. With all the things that I have seen, all the footprints. Then look at how they deliver. The market now, let's go back to the 4-hour chart, because I've defined my premium and discount, the origin of the trade. And this premium and discount, look at these two levels that I mark here. You'll see how we're going to be using them again. Then let's now go back to 4-hour charts. On that 4-hour chart, look at the high that I was talking about. This high right here, price did not take the high, but that retracement back to that level, that is not how we used to deliver when it is good for me. That's why I was not able to make that money for the month of May. I did it last year, May. I make good money from this chart last year, May. But because of this retracement, I could not make that money this year. I gave up the profits. So, and this is how this market happen, where you need to understand sometimes where you need to be patient, and when you don't need patience. So I was not patient, and there was no way I could hold that trade when market has already moved from my direction. Look, this market has already moved. The market has already moved from my entry point there. I gave a review of this trade already. So market has moved about 80 pips. So I was expecting that run to come straight, finish the remaining 200 for me as I projected. Then he said no. But price was reacting to some strong PDRs here. If I want to talk about all of them, which will take longer time, so I will not really do much on that. But this way, the retracement that happened before they drop the price. So the trade, the premium and discounts. When you catch it from premium, you sell it. When you get to discount, you buy it. Then I'm going to talk about some interesting thing here. When from this discount, when price got here, I bought the market from here, from the discounts. Remember, there was there you people miss a trade with me on Monday. I took the trade. It was a good run. And look, I've seen when price entered the discount, look at where it's coming back to the premium. It's coming towards to the premium. So now, if you see how this price deliver premium and discount, premium and discount, premium and discount, you will now see how sweet it is. Then, when you see how sweet it is, I told you that I'm going to implement a lot of things to my trading now, where we are not going to be trading every day. You don't need to trade every day. Imagine you move this. I taught people a lot of types of trading in that Smart Money Concept Trading Bible. Like I said, I'm going to be referring your mind back to those things. I taught you people short-term trade, position trade, scalping, day trade, all of that. But I myself, I like scalping and day trade. But with what price is doing right now and my own engagements, I can adapt to any type of trader that I want to be. Now, the new thing that I've implemented to my trading, you are going to see them from now henceforth. It has started happening already, which I'm going to show you in the review of the trade we took on Wednesday and Thursday, which is from here. It is still on this GU. When I get there, we're going to talk about that. So this is just the short review of what happened basically for the month of May. And when you see this setup like this, now I have learned something from this thing that happened here this year. Next year, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do it again. It will repeat. And how do you see it when it's going to happen? How do you see it when it's going to deliver? You have to have this thing on record. All my losing trade, all my winning trade are on record. Then when I see any losing trade you have is going to repeat. Any winning trade you have is going to repeat. So the power is for you to record them, have them. Then when it's trying to repeat itself, if it is a losing one, then you avoid it. Then if it is a winning one, you play it up, make it down to the thick of it. So this is the review, short one on the May. Then this review that I just did here now is just a drop down for the month of May. You know, we took trades last week, Wednesday, and then Thursday. I took a trade on Friday too, but I did not send it to the group. So now look at this level here that I put up here. This is the daily fair value gap. If you go to a weekly chart, you can see that is a weekly order block right there. So I had a lot of things from there. I have something from weekly too from there. That is a weekly order block. So now I've already marked this level. You can, if you want to mark it, you can mark it, but I don't want to make a lot of things on my chart right now. But you can mark this weekly order block, stroke fair value gap, because there is a weekly fair value gap there too. So now you can see this. This is a weekly order block. Let's take it down to a daily chart where I was saying something. Now, when this thing were happening in the month of May, we took a loss on the, I think, yeah, the other week, we took a loss on GU, on EU. That was EU, which I did a review. I've already done a review of that one, so I don't want to go into that now. But when you come to this level here, the origin of this setup is what I want to talk about now. I've given you a brief review of this May event here. So pay attention to this May event here. Now, I will talk about one more trade, or okay, two or three trades. That is the trade we took Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The one on Friday, I took it alone. So let me now drop it down to, okay, before I go down, look at this daily fair value gap right here. This week is a daily fair value gap. Pay attention to it now. I want to talk about it shortly because that is the origin of the trade we took on I'm trying to change the color. Let me put it yellow. Yeah. So this level, this trade level here. Now, let's go to pay attention to this daily fair value gap now. Normally, when price was dropping down from here, as price entered this daily fair value gap, you see it was reacting. That is where they were holding price, they were consolidating. We took a loss inside that consolidation. Then price went up above this daily fair value, we close above it, it dropped back into this level again. You will see what they were doing. So pay attention to this daily fair value gap now. That is the origin, because we sold market this setup here, this setup that I sent to the group. Look at the date here on the 27th of May 2026. I sent it to the group. The stop loss 26 pips, the TP 60 pips. Now, this is one of the things that I said I am going to be focusing on, this kind of setup. You know, we have been taking 20 pips, 30 pips, and in that line, there's something that some of you raised to my notice, that you see sometimes when we take a loss, that loss used to be heavy, where one loss would take like three winning trade. Now, if you focus on this kind of setup where you are risking, in that smart money concept training Bible, I said I'm going to be referring back to that lecture a lot. I talk about risk reward ratio in that lecture. So if you are risking 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 5, when you take one loss, it's not going to take your 3 winning trade. But if you are focusing on this big setup where you focus on 60 pips, 70 pips, when you take one win, it will give you 3 lost back. So when I said I'm going to implement a lot of things to my trading, I say, okay, this is the beginning of it. Pay attention to this kind of setup that I'm going to be giving you people now. So this is number one. I've been doing it. It's there, but I want to start from this one. I want to say, okay, this is the first one. When I say that I'm going to implement so many things to my trading, I want to start counting from this one, which I sent to the group on Wednesday. So this was the trade. I sent it. Then how did it deliver? How did it deliver? Let us now go, because I sent it to the group. I sent it to the group. I even saved it in my journal. Let me open it. It is in my journal. 27, 77. The after of it. Yeah, this is the after. I already sent it to the group. It's opening. This is the after of it. Now, you can see this, how everything is right here. 60 pips delivered. But how did we play with it? We did not follow that market to the end. We did not trade the setup full time to the end. Then why were we not able to trade it to the end? These are the things that I said I'm going to discuss towards the end of the video, where all of you are going to do something before you will be involved in my next trade. Why we were not able to follow this setup to the end? Because some of you say, I would have made money from this setup. Now I want to take it to the chart to break it down for you why we're not able to follow up. So now let's go. So this is the daily fair value gap, which is the origin of the trade. Now for our charts, when market open, this is the new week opening price. Pay attention. Now this is how you do a review. Now market open 5 p.m. on Sunday, 5 p.m. New York time, new week opening price. Let me put it like that. New week opening price. Now you can see it there. Now, when market opened on Monday from here, it started going up. And when it was going up in form of SMT. SMT took place here. SMT took place here. This SMT. This SMT. Then on that Monday, I was not in price, because this week I was not really I had a lot of distraction. So that Monday I wasn't even following the market. Then on Tuesday, I was to be here on Tuesday. to start my trading from here, because look, that Tuesday I was not on the chart. I resumed trading on Wednesday. I did not resume from the beginning of the week. So this is a 4-hour this is 4-hour, this place that this shaded area right here. This is a 4-hour fair value gap. So I'm breaking down to you now the origin of this trade you see here, this setup. Pay attention. So when price trade into this level on Tuesday, it was in New York. That's okay. I posted something on the group. There was when I saw that price was already trading on Tuesday, I came in the afternoon in New York, so I was not willing to trade. I was just watching price. Then while I was watching price, that's okay. I'm going to get a trade on Wednesday, because with what they have done from here, this SLT that I have seen, with this 4-hour fair value gap, there's a 4-hour fair value gap right there. I hope you all can see it clearly. So with what they have done there, the next thing they are to do is to come and attack this low right here. This low right here. This low right here. Put it like this board so that you can see it clear. Okay. This low. That is the meaning of what they have done. So I have already seen a run here on Tuesday, but I couldn't trade that day. So for them to come and run for this low, then on Wednesday, when market was to finish this run, and I say, okay, I'm going to follow up. I drop it to a 1-hour chart. This is a 1-hour chart. You now have a 1-hour fair value gap right there that I use as my entry. Look at this level. They created this 1-hour fair value gap. They created it. I think they created it on Tuesday. Yes, it was created on Tuesday in New York. So it was left open. That's okay. I am going to use that level. Look now, this is the 1-hour chart. It's okay. I am going to use this level to run for this low. If the internal fair value gap already on Tuesday, market has already, like, we have closed for the day. I couldn't do anything again. It's okay. On Wednesday, when we open, I'm going to look for a retracement into that level back to run for this low, which is 60 pips. You can see there. So that is the origin of this setup you see right here. Then when I did that, where was my stop loss? My stop loss, I gave 26 pips stop loss away from that level. So when I did that, let's now drop it to a 15 minutes chart to see how the market was doing. Let's go to a 5 minutes chart. Let me break down to you. Pay attention to the thing that I want to say now here. Very, 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 very interesting thing that I want to discuss here. Why we could not hold on to that trade. Now, this is the London Open here. Let me put a line. London Open by 1 o'clock a.m. New York time. Okay. Now, when London open here, market dropped down. Asia high was there to be taken. They've not taken it. Then market now created from this run. It created a fair value gap there that I want to mark right now to show you. This red shaded area here, that is a fair value gap there. That was our entry in London that day. This level. This was our entry. So when we enter, the market was now going up. I was not expecting price to violate this fair value gap. Price was supposed to respect it. Immediately it entered this red shaded area, it was supposed to drop down and not to trade up like this. So when it was going down up, I now told people to reduce the trade. That is trade management. Then when I saw that okay, the market was still valid to go down, it dropped this black candle. It tried to go up. When I was even waiting for price a bit. I did not leave, like I did not reduce position immediately from here. It was when this candle was forming down. Okay, I was hoping to see that continuation down. It didn't do that. This one formed. When this one formed, it traded up to come and take this high. That is a sign that it will likely to go up to come and take this Asia high. Then and also okay, good. We need to reduce some position. That was when I told the people to leave, to close 50% of the trade. Then when we did that, market was not coming down. When it was coming down, I told people to re-enter the trade back. When we re-enter, look at this candle right here, this black down candle. Boom! The market dropped to the downside with this long candle. When I saw that, I was already smiling that okay, good, we are going to run down for our journey. I was expecting to see this candle again. 1, 2, like the range of that same candle. Look at the range. The candle is about 6 pips. So I was expecting another range like another candle of that length or higher, like that. I was expecting like that, not to take back the strength to the upside again. When the market was now going up, that's okay. Let's wait a bit. It went up, it dropped. We're still in London. When it dropped, remember some of the trade we have been taking. If this market really want to come down with all the things that I've already seen SMT then, the bearish one, then when this market was here, it was still wasting time. After this long candle to the downside, it was wasting time to drop another one. Like, look at all this candle. When it was wasting time, I was not willing to hold the trade in New York. I said okay, we should leave. We now left the trade. When we left, it came in New York. New York open here. Look at New York open here. Let me put it. This is New York open. Before New York open, the market has dropped to hit our TP1 and TP2 in New York. Then immediately that happened because he came to take this low here. This low. This is previous this low right here. Market came to sweep that low, then it went up again, boom, to the upside. When it was doing that up move, I was not in New York again because already when they take this low and I was already out of the trade, I was not expecting price to come back to this level for again. So I left the trade and I left the chart. So after that, okay, wait a minute. All right, I'm back. Um, I need to. I'm not eating today, so I've been wanting to do this live since last night. I couldn't do it. I woke up this morning. I said I must do it. So my eyes are not really. Let's go back to our business now. When he took this low, I was not willing to stay here again. I didn't even expect this up run. The market now came back to the upside again before it dropped. When it dropped with this long candle, there was no strength to come up again. It was just consolidating. I dropped a short video on the group that day. Then in Asia at night, the market now dropped down with speed to this level. Now, why? One question before I move on. You see this trade, all these things that I was narrating to you inside this level here to say, okay, I saw markets, it was not respecting this level, so I was not willing to hold the trade again. That's why I left. All of these things. You can actually, because some of you were like, okay, Monday, we will have made money from that setup, but we did not make the money. We didn't wait, right? But I waited for that trade a lot. The market delayed. Look at when it delivered with this long candle here. 1, 2, 3. Look what happened here. This 1, 2, 3 candle. Look at how many pips that candle moved. This 3 candle here. That is 33 pips. That is exactly what I was expecting in London when this candle formed. This one. They did not do that in London. They did it in New York. So now, this setup right here, this is not a scalping setup. This is a day trade setup. Right? It is a day trade setup. So as I entered that trade, I was supposed to be on that trade throughout the day. Now, while I was on the trade, like I said, that thing, they can do it one in London. That 60 pips, they can run it in London. They can hold it in New York. Now, the reason why I did not want to hold on to that trade is what I want to tell you people now. And it is because of that I am going to give you what I'm going to give you at the end of the live. So now, when I was looking at this setup, 26 pips here, you know, some of you, your account size is not really big on a group. Then, if you remember, we took a loss on that previous week. So this trade happened to be our first trade after that loss. And these things, pay attention to what I want to say now. This is trading psychology. When you take a loss and you want to take another trade, and that trade is trying not to deliver quick, immediately it will sound to your head that okay, maybe that setup want to fail again, and you will not want to hold the trade again. Then you will now get out. That was the reason why we left the trade that day. Second reason, normally you can decide to say, okay, you have risked it, and by the end of this live, now what I'm going to do at the end, you will see how you would frame a setup and you will trade it without having fear of losing the money. So you must conquer the fear of losing that money before you can make money. So if all of us agreed, okay, it's 26 pips and you have risked the money, so leave it. Leave it. But I was saying something with even a group the other day that normally that's why some of you now have told me that Monday, your training is different from last year, because last year we were doing better, but this year you are carrying people along, you are not doing like last year. It's because I have that feeling, because some of you, when your account is no longer active, maybe you don't have money to trade again. I don't really feel comfortable when I take a trade and I give you instruction to take that trade and you lost it, the money, how it is to you. Some of us, any setup you take, any trade you take, anything you are risking, it must be something that you can afford to lose without anything happening to you, without any emotional stress, nothing. That is the kind of money you risk in anything you do in life, not just in trading. Any business you want to do in life, risk money that you can afford to lose, that will not cause any harm to you. So, but when I see the trade was coming back, it was not trying to go in our direction the way I was expecting it. Defining that stop loss at 26 pips, I was having that feeling for all of your accounts on the group. So if you don't have good accounts, some of what we are trading with company account, like my FTMO now, I took that trade on my FTMO too, and the other account that I'm trading from my end with a good funded, I took the trade. But because of that first loss, the previous loss, the trade was delaying, so I was not willing to add loss to that trade, and I left. So I think you people have learned something that I'm trying to point out here. Some of the trade that you see me, I leave, and the trade go in my direction. I've said it multiple times that if I am in a trade and it's wasting time to a point that I leave, later on, if you go in my direction, I don't regret it. I don't feel like I'm going to see another setup. Just like I said, because I said it that if this market trade to this discount that I'm going to buy it, and I bought it on Thursday. I missed the entry, but I didn't get it properly. But we were able to make money that day too. So now, by the end of this life, you will see how you will trade. There are some setup where you frame the setup. You will know you don't need to bother yourself about your stop loss. Just leave it. If you go to stop it, no problem. You will count it down. We'll frame another one again. Then something that I want all of you to learn is if you see most of these our losses, it happen when I'm going to make my rules. Don't worry, towards the end of the life. That is when I will talk about that part. Those rules will help people too. Now, this is just the review of that one we took on Wednesday. You can see that how it delivered, right? So, if you are a patient trader, you can focus on this setup. Then you people have been scalping with you people, scalping with you people. Now, I am going to be doing a day trade with you people now where you will see I've started it. Throughout the month of May, I've been seeing a lot of 60 pip setup, 60 pip setup, 60 pip setup. But I was not able to trade it like that with you people all. So this June that we're entering now, how do we do it? How do we do it? We're getting there. So now, that is the review for the Wednesday trade. So I can now delete some of the things that I'm done talking about. Then Thursday, what happened on Thursday? When this market trade down into this level on Thursday, when it trade down on Thursday, this was in London here, London here. London was 1 o'clock, right? 1 o'clock a.m. New York time. Yeah, this is London open right here, this line. When the market opened in London, like this trade, I was telling one of my students that this market pay me, see, I don't get this market from here because I don't dey wait for this thing. See, look at when I talk about this level, all this level that I'm talking about, from a daily chart, I already showed you people. Look at this daily favor, look at here. Now here they use now. I won't talk about time now. Then let me now take it back to a 15 minutes chart now. The discount that I defined earlier, discount and the premium. Now, this level, I don't dey wait and see. Say, anytime price go enter there, I go buy that market. Then, what happened? I was not expecting this heavy run in Asia. I was thinking This price will stay here on that Wednesday. Then in London, in the morning, they will now drop it into this level as a London Judah swing. Then I will now buy. That is what I was expecting. Then before I woke up in the morning on Thursday, I now saw this heavy down run into this level. Immediately that happened, before I could come to the chart, that Thursday, the market was already here. The market was already here. Then I now take it to a 1 hour chart immediately. I saw that, okay, price has already created a 1 hour fair value gap right there. This is a 1 hour fair value gap plus other block. This level right here. You can see there, this level right here. Plus, this is other block that was forming that Thursday. So, okay, since I've missed it from here, I will now enter this market when price return to this level. That was my plan to execute in New York. To do what? To run from there back to this high that was formed on what? Wednesday, previous this high. That is how market deliver premium and this. And you see how this market moved this week. I saw a move of 60 pips down. I saw another move of 60 pips up. And this move that I see from here, this move is to come and take this high right here, this high that was formed on Monday. And I was telling people in the group that the market is likely to take that high between Thursday and Friday, and look at where the market run to. Almost to the high of it. Look at it, 90 pips away from that level. Then what happened on that Thursday? I was telling you that I missed that entry. Let's go back to a 5 minutes chart. Let me show you what was happening that day. I told my cousin that is trading with my FTM account. I told him to buy 2 positions with my FTM account when the market was trading here that day in London. That I don't know if they will not come into this 1 hour fair value gap in New York before they run. So just go in with 2 positions. He did. The stop loss was below this low right here. It was around from there. I risked almost 40 pips. Guess what? That 40 pips, I could not send 40 pips stop loss straight to people in the group. Because the only person that can take 40 pips setup on the group right now is those of us that are trading with the company accounts. I'm trading with GoFunded. Some of you are trading with FTMO. Then when I sent that setup to him, he took the trade. In New York, I was waiting to re-enter 6, the remaining 4 position, making 6. How I used to do it from here. Then I was on a call. I was on an important call that day where before New York open, because New York open here. This is New York open here. Market has already traded into it before New York open. So before I could come to the price, I talked about this briefly on that short video I sent to you, so I don't want to do it much on this part again. Then the market now, it created one. Look at what happened. Created 5 minutes fair value gap there. This is what happened. Market traded down here, come to take this low, then came back up to take this high. This is the market structural break here. 5 minutes charts. I talked about break of structure. This is there on 5 minutes chart. See there? That's break of structure right there. Right? You can see it. Then it created a 5 minutes fair value gap in tight. When this candle was dropping, this black one here, this one here, that was when I came into the charts. When I came in, I was like, oh God, this market is away from this level already. So, it's not going to come back here again. Then I was okay. This high here, when they attack this high, maybe they will come back, a retracement again, will now enter. It didn't do that. We're watching. Then markets traded up here. We're communicating on the group by it. They give us a retracement. When this market was now dropping from here, remember this is a daily fair value gap, right? So when this displacement happens, I was now having double mind to buy the markets at this point, because look, this is a 5 minutes order block right there. This one right here, created it. This is 5 minutes OB, right? So created it. Let me use red. Let me use red. Yeah, let me use red. Now, when I saw that, the market now went to hit it, it dropped back. It came to take this low. If you are reading price, this is going to be a market structure break to the downside with what has happened here. All right, that then you will now see when these people used to, when they fail you, when they want to deceive you, they entice you to do something. See it? This is a break of structure to the downside, because this is a high here. Market came here, form a low, it tried to go up, it couldn't take this high, come back to take this low. It's a market structure break. It created a fair value gap there. Now, if you want to use this premium to say you want to sell this market, then you will now see, okay, you are going to use this fair value gap that price just created here. I was watching them. There, you are going to use this fair value gap as your entry to sell. Then you're going to put your stop loss here. Then you see what happened later. Boom! They will come and stop you out. So I was watching price when they were doing all those things. I said, no, I was not going to sell it. This market is highly bullish because of what? Because of what? Because of this discount level here that this thing they have done here. This thing here, price is supposed to run for this high, because price has not taken liquidities after they swept some good liquidities here. Look at this previous week low here. They swept all of them into this weekly fair value gap and the other block, daily fair value gap, all of them, the discount that I defined for you. Then price now started going up. And as it was going up, yeah, it has not taken liquidity. So if it has not taken liquidities, anything there, if I see sell, I'm not going to take it. So that's why I did not take that sell. And I was also not willing to buy at that same point. When I was seeing this thing like this, I was not willing to buy it. Then I was expecting it, okay, to come down again. Maybe if you retest this level, this 1 hour fair value gap here, or there was already the 1 hour order block has already been formed here, which is this one. This 1 hour order block has already been formed. This one right here, it has already been formed. So I was expecting price to come back to it. Then it didn't do that again. Let's go back to its 5 minutes charts. I was expecting price to go back to it. It didn't do that again. Look at what they did. Just one 5 minutes candle. It moved